When is it time just to let go and trust a higher power? There's times in our life where we just have to surrender and trust there is a higher power governing this whole reality that we live in. Let me give an example of a story of mine relating to my work in Hawaii. We swim with dolphins in the wild. And one day out of the blue, the government was trying to pass legislation to ban dolphin swimming. And it totally disrupted the flow of everything what we were doing. And so we had to defend ourselves, and we went to many of these neighborhood gatherings to share our insights of why we think it was good to swim with dolphins. And then we had the government officials who were saying why we shouldn't be, and the reason why they want to pass this dolphin ban. And it was big news, front page throughout the world. And I was getting calls to do these interviews for papers and things of the sort. And it was really upsetting because we didn't know, where the future was going. But we did our due diligence, and we showed up at these meetings, and we shared our side of the story. And then there was this timeline that they had to get this thing passed by. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, the government shifted, and it was off the table. It totally just stopped. That the agency that they were going to plant in Hawaii to enforce the ban was no longer funded, and they moved everything off the island, and we were back to business as normal. So the short of the story is that, we didn't really need to stress over it so much and just let it unfold as it should, and if it was meant to be, and the dolphins wanted to have this connection with the humans, and the humans needed this connection with the dolphin, there was a higher power that's going to allow it to continue, which it did. And to this day, we are happily swimming with dolphins in Hawaii, and this is an example of what, there's a time in our lives where we just have to trust and surrender that there's a higher power in play that will bring us to the best place we need to be. When is it time to let go versus to fight for what you think is right? We defended ourselves, and we spoke passionately about why we felt it was a good thing for people to have these encounters with these very high intelligent creatures. And we had plenty of good reasoning on our side, and the opposing side had, from our view, had no justifiable reason. But we gave it, a good fight, a good sincere effort to share what we had to. And then at that point, there was a place that we just had to let go and let God, let go and let be. And then whatever was to come of it would come of it. And that's what we did. And fortunately, it turned out to be in our benefit, You can't be complacent with it either. If you have a feeling that it's something that you wanted to defend, you have to, take action. But it has to come from a peaceful place, and a place of confidence, and which we did, because we were coming from our direct experiences with these mammals, where the opposition was coming more from fear and anger, and they were trying to defend something that wasn't real, But and then once we did our due diligence and we shared what we did, and then there was a time we couldn't do anything more. We let it up to the forces beyond us to make the call, and sure enough, it turned out in our favor. And this is an example, of many things in my life that we allowed the higher power to take charge and make the decision.